Who needs an ad in their Dracula file name? Yeah, he'll be fine. Classic Dracula. Oh boy, exciting world of destroyable environments. Yeah, from what I recall, but the Bible's a pretty good sub-weapon. Yes. A couple of alleged ways up. Books, no relics. Oh, secrets. Correct. We have found our sub-weapon forever. Comfortable shoes. Orb here. Oh. Lets us see damage numbers. Alright. Acceptable. So far, compared to Circle, the control is a little more sluggish, but in kind of a good way, in that it makes sure that you have more time to move around the screen. You control a little more deliberately. You're not bumbling into unexpected things. You have reaction space. The whip is also, as goofy as the Jangle Whip is, it's, for most purposes, kind of more useful than, like, instant spin whip. I mean, there's definitely a strong sense that the whip is there at every point in its cycle. If it touches anything, anywhere in the animation, it does its job. Helpful pulsation. It's a GBA game. Before digging into there, let's head back and get to know the other room. You're just Belmont. It's 17-something, and there's a friend missing, perhaps somewhere in this Dracula house? Definitely see this one re-implementing a lot of things that I recognize from what of Symphony of the Night I have sampled. We keep punching. Oh, hey. Fill in the name after the box is spongy. Oh yeah, it's dead. Classic death. Also, always good that we have pose button available. A Castlevania without posing is a sad thing. Section of map. Helpful. Okay, place which is not on that section of map. Glorious. And look at that foil wiggle after he extends. Potion worth. Some. A lot. Good. Yes, I take it that all of that is part of the Hall of Illusions. All these jagged, glowy rooms with load-bearing man statues. That's not what I intended to do, but it's always a good idea. You know, on the one hand, family heirloom that we've had with us forever. On the other, fancy. No, we can also put that down here. On our leg. Or nice. Dracula's Rave Dungeon, I like it. But we don't know how to slide. I do know how to dash, and I should remember that these are there, because they're very conveniently placed. Again, did not mean to do that, but that doesn't mean it was a bad thing. And a corridor to explore. An explorador. A very vertical corridor. As a Belmont, we don't need some sort of mystical artifact in order to know how to shove a box. Got all these enemies that take reasonable numbers of hits to destroy. It's great. Ice Punch. Like it. It costs mana instead of hearts. Good. Do you have any mana regen? Dangle menacingly at you. No. I imagine. First of all, that I did not touch you that glowy door. That usually means some kind of boss room, so let's find a safe one. Imagine that long term, I'm trying to work my way back around to that mystery one-way room at the front door. Spend a moment to contemplate how fluttery our suit is. That's not wind, that's just deliberately rippling. You're just wiggling. Throwing your suit around. No. Great. Now we're stuck with a Bible. Terrible. The slide, that's locked off. All these gloves, but no wizard punch. Alright, so we have kind of a flexible equipment system where we just have 4 thing slots and you can put any combination of stuff into them as long as they make appropriate sense in the categories pendant. You could buy it anyway. That's useless. Red gem. Ah. Okay. Whip equip. Whip it. It's a lot of bats. Welcome.
Yeah.
Draculhour.
I wasn't sure. There was no call, so I just stuck in the chat, but now there is.
Harmony of Draculas.
Oh, I was muted. Oops. Ice Bible is shockwaves, 2-directional.
Ice Bible, useless. Give me your orb.
Ice Bible useless against flying enemies. Things on the ground.
Completely useless.
Grounded enemies, maybe not. I don't know.
Does Boss Orb do anything innately, or is it just Boss Orb?
It refills your health and MP.
And
Which, if you may recall, was a big problem that bosses didn't do that in Circle of the Moon, so...
an elf book.
Ice and Holy Water is not very good.
Are you a relic? Yes. Now we have names. Yeah, I think I'm gonna follow my intuition and head down, try to close back in on the Apostate Hall, and get that first shiny thing we were able to see way back. Oh hey, look at this styling rock armor.
Boggles my mind that rock armor is still a thing.
I threw a rock!
Like, it is exactly the dumbest armor ever, and a product of Circle of the Moon's lazy enemy design.
Oh
and
my!
they keep
The largest
using it.
ghost! It's beautiful! Yes! What did we just find here? Probably another relic.
I think it's another one of the basic relics.
Yeah. See the data of a monster he has met? Yeah, it's our bestiary. Alright.
Oh, that's right,
It felt
rock.
like kind of weird filler to have all of these. items that just exist to put the user interface there.
Yeah, it's really goofy, and they
Like, I
get
could
away with
see
it.
a design reason for it in Symphony itself, because that was the first time they were putting any RPG stuff in their Castlevania.
I honestly
So they're
think it's
easing
just
it
here
in, but
because, again, this game is all about being portable Symphony of the Night,
yes.
except for the music. But oh well.
Because you can't put CD quality music on the GBA card. That just doesn't work out. And we have the flailing whip. The waggling flail.
Flail.
Oh hey! Pills.
Pills
No,
are
a
nice.
mana prism.
That is not at all a prism.
Okay, and it is just MP restore. That's probably anachronistic for 17, whatever it is.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, at this point, medications were distributed just as, like, powder wrapped in some inner bag. You'd usually expect to just kind of down it with beverage, I suppose. Yeah, wax paper. Right. Thanks, Bone Spire.
No problem. So
No
very
way to
many
up harder.
So very many things in this game have, like, glowy borders.
Yeah, it's helpful for visual recognition. I could see it being absolutely vital on tiny screens. Useless.
Oh yeah, okay. Not that great.
A neutral
the
Bible
one-
would have hit that man.
The ice spell that I remember being the best is Ice and Cross. As you might expect, Cross is really great, but I'm pretty sure Cross isn't actually that great on anything but ice.
Acceptable.
Not exactly true on the after images thing. Arya only uses after images for backdash, nothing else. And this game, only dashing. Just walking does not do it, so yeah.
Dashing and jumping.
Yeah.
Huh,
And I
that's
suppose you
right.
should never not be dashing if you're on the ground, but... But Dawn, yeah, Dawn just has always after images, never not after images, which I don't mind.
Useless.
Okay, we get it. Ditch the book as soon as possible. Or maybe switch to its non-spell version. That one's actually pretty useful.
Large
It's not like
ghost.
you're using your hearts or anything else.
Archghost, my dear friend. Yeah, up jangle. How does that work? Back jangle. Angle whip raises too many questions. Useless.
It wasn't actually useless that time.
Didn't open that door.
Oh, that's absolutely the Bible's fault. If you had the fist, you could have punched that door down.
Damn right. Large ghost. You're a national treasure. Also, man, look at this receiving enough recovery items to sustain activity.
That won't last. Once buying things becomes available, but then it won't need to, because we'll be able to buy things.
Yeah, that appears to accomplish nothing. Blast! Utility.
Noun of adjective.
Indeed.
Oh, hi.
Hi. I've never played this game before. Is this a GBA game?
Yes.
Yes.
The second of the GBA Castlevanias.
Were they any good?
Earth is kinda terrible. This one is alright so far.
Okay.
And Aria of Sorrow is better than the other two combined.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, are they better
They're
than
slightly
the...
worse than this one? Because the first one's kinda anti-good.
Are they enjoyable after playing the DS games, which look a lot more polished?
I would say so. I still... Like, part of me is not sure which one I like more between Aria and Dawn of Sorrow. They both use the Soul system. They're both really good.
Dawn of Sorrow is the first DS game, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's the one that I played. Because I know there's two that have the same character.
Yeah, Soma is in the last GBA game and the first DS game, and both of his games are great. This one, I don't know. It's been a long time since I played it. I know a lot of people really don't like it, but it's definitely better than Circle of the Moon in pretty much every way, except if you really liked the card system, I guess.
Saw something about it in the magazine.
Oh,
Was
we're
like,
low on mana. That's why it's not letting me Wizard Punch.
Yeah,
go
Wizard
into
Punch is
a menu
expensive.
to deselect Wizard Punching down to regular
Yeah,
punching.
that's a big problem with this game, where, like, if you have the magic sub-weapon and the sub-weapon, you really should be able to do both.
It should default to regular sub-weapon when you're out of mana. That makes perfect
Also
sense.
that.
An opal. Now, from what I recall I played a couple of hours of Symphony some time ago, so... gems
I
are just
still have
vendor
not
trash,
played that.
right? For, you just liquidate them for piles of money?
I believe so. That's not the case in Order of Ecclesia, but I think it's the case in every other Castlevania game.
Wow!
I still have not played all
The
of
victory
Symphony.
armor!
I played a little bit and it was the first Metroidvania I played, and I got really lost and really confused really quick.
Which one?
Or Symphony of the Night.
Ah.
The problem was aren't you supposed to find like the shop really early? Isn't it really close to where you start?
Not really.
Okay.
It's reasonably close, but it takes a decent amount of play to get
Victory
there.
armor, are you trying to tell me something about my route through the castle?
No, victory armors are just pains in the ass no matter what.
They are victorious.
Yeah, you win. There are victory armors that you have to deal with pretty early in the game. Victory armors are just jerks.
Victory armor gives level ups. Victory armor is an okay guy. Let's finish exploring everywhere else, because I'd rather not have to go past this room than come back through it with fewer resources.
God, I don't know how to phrase business letters at all.
Yes, Bible with ice probably would have helped with the victory armor.
Useless!
You can combine...
Yeah,
Is that
the
one of the
spell
things
system
in
is that
this?
you have a bunch of elemental books, and then you fuse them with your sub-weapons.
Oh, that's cool. That gives you a lot of options.
Yeah, but it still falls prey to the thing I hate about the sub-weapon system, which is you need to find them. You never can just switch them. You always have to look for the sub-weapon you want, and
Although
I mean,
having access
it's-
to the books means that no one sub-weapon means you're stuck with a single thing. They behave a
Yes.
little differently.
well, once you have more than one book.
Once
Which
you
we
have
do.
multiple books.
I mean, it's not particularly better than some of the systems where it's like, oh, I can't use this weapon, it has that element, but it's different.
Well, then no, but the thing is, then you can just change which weapon you're equipping, as opposed to the sub-weapons, which you can only find in torches.
Right.
You must go look for a torch that has the sub-weapon
Oh,
you want. if
it's
you want
not
to
a thing you can just equip. You have to go find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Because
like that
holdovers
less.
from NES games.
They hadn't figured it out yet that you should be able to.
Yeah, then Portrait of Ruin finally is a game with sub-weapons where you just equip sub-weapons.
Yeah,
it was
that-
great.
Yeah, that was my favorite one. I played that like 3 times, and it's pretty long. It kind of pads itself out at the end with those extra 4 worlds.
I mean, they're different enough.
Yeah, they are. It's not that I didn't enjoy them. It's that I would have wanted to see different levels since they were just kind of palette swaps
Yeah, that's
the
true.
most- for the most
they
part.
did new background work for most of them, I think, but the tiles
Yeah.
were the same.
They felt the same. I'm not like citing any specific like gameplay element. There was different stuff, different enemies, and that's what made it playable to me.
Alright, that was just a sawtooth. Circular happened.
It just feels a bit just slightly lazy, but not enough to get me to not play anymore.
They had good boss fights. I was fine.
Yeah, they did have good boss fights. I did get lost in like the Nation of Fools for like a year.
That place was hell. That
Not
place-
a year, but I probably like stayed
Oh,
up
Candle,
at
why?
my roommate's.
Candle, why you gotta be slightly out of reach?
Not my
Double
roommate's.
jump.
I borrowed my friend's DS in college and just like never gave it back because I was like, I have to do the paintings. Fuck you. I don't care if Phoenix Wright is out. You can't play it.
Oh no, keep the cross. Cross ice
Nope.
is really good.
Nope, denied.
No, why?
Have faith only in your own fist.
Cross ice is so good though.
Oh, Burnt Paradise was the other one. Yeah, that's what they called it.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, Nation of Fools wasn't bad. Bird Paradise is the one I got lost in forever, I think. It's been a while.
Are they both gravity weird? Everything is centered around the epicenter of an explosion, which was actually really cool.
I'm not sure. I know Burnt Paradise was, but I
Did I
don't
say
remember Nation of Fools.
epicenter? Does that make sense? When you're talking about a bomb?
Not really, but that's the point.
That was what the gimmick was, right? It's like a nation that got destroyed and it's in this weird non-Euclidean or weird geometrical stratum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. Good level design.
Okay, Max.
Okay there, Max. You look a little wobbly.
Is that...
Alright, Max, you, So yes, to bring Dog up to speed, I suppose, and other viewers who've wandered in since this started, our plot for this one, we have Eustace, who is part of the Belmont bloodline. Max is an associate of ours who was off traveling for a couple of years, and then one day stumbled home covered in severe injuries with no clear memory of what had happened. And one of our other friends is missing. So we together went looking for them and found a Dracula house.
Well, there goes my morning.
Mm-hmm.
Have to investigate this Dracula house.
And since arriving, we encountered Death, but Death has said that while Dracula Castle is here, it is not in fact Dracula's essence which currently controls it. He is subletting to some other evil presence. Alright, Max, if you're going that way, watch out for victory armor.
Really, seriously, watch out for victory.
Beware. Ah, hello. Hello, living armor. Hey, did you recognize that you have dash buttons yet? Use them, friend.
Don't use them like that.
The sword is still a sword even when not in motion. Be careful of this.
Do not even compare this guy to Dullahan. It's the first couple bosses thing. It's easy. It's just an armor.
Just a big armor. Yeah, these bosses have been reasonably paced, too. Like, yeah, setting aside having naturally solved the problem of you have no mobility in Circle of the Moon, being fixed by us having dash right away, these bosses are just better paced. They don't take so long. Ah, a newt.
So that is quite possibly the dumbest item in the game, but it's slide, so...
Now we make it slide. Now that we have the lizard essence.
Also hit the switch. Good.
Good. And slide is still an attack. Good. I like this one. Still have no way to destroy that slightly different rock wall. Another up I didn't check on. Go solve that. Because it's outdoors. That would be a very good reason why I have not investigated that up.
Just a bit, yeah. We're not getting up there for a while.
Yep, gates of the castle, here they are. Sliding faster than running. Platform life.
It may be faster than the dash. It may also be more annoying to do.
Yeah, Richter's weird-ass sliding jump kick. Pretty great move.
Yes, that is super fun. And I love it. And it's only Richter that ever gets to do it. The shame.
Signature move of Rick Belmont.
No, the holy water item crash many people can do.
That requires more up.
Many
We are
things.
looking for ways that require down. We have learned to down.
I think back in the illusion place that there's many slide areas in there.
Possible. There's a dead end down in Illusion Land.
As sad as it is, we will probably never see Julia's game. Which is a very much a shame. But oh well.
Excellent. Also excellent.
If you want a different abbreviation for Harmony of Despair, just say HD, because also it is HD. I do find it odd that there's no, like, visual indication that the redstone is making your whip's attacks fire, so you can just kind of forget it's on after a while. It's like, why am I not hurting these
good.
fire people?
More plumes that absorb the miscellaneous debris. Good. Dracula's secret vault. Yeah, it's looking very volcanic outside today.
Oh yes. It's perfectly normal.
Good, this is compatible with jumping.
Ooh, I didn't actually know that. I never really used
Good,
the
I
fist.
managed to not quite be struck dead while I wasn't paying attention because of jump punching.
Oh jeez. Yeah, do not underestimate these guys, whatever they're called. They are scary.
Feather demons. Hellbird. Blocked with the power of rainbows. Yeah, that's the great thing about Bloodstained. It can go on having Dracula as the bad guy, because nobody owns Dracula anymore. The rights expired hundreds of years ago. Well, Probably 50 years ago. Somewhere way back.
A decent amount of time ago.
It is only a given version of Dracula that you can copyright, not Dracula himself. There's no general purpose Dracula copyright.
I will laugh so much if Dracula's the antagonist of Bloodstained.
I'm not liking these skeleton ninjas, one bit.
No, skeleton blazes are scary. They are not easy to deal with at all.
Good, ghosts. Ghosts I understand. Good, that ghost wandered into my hail of punches and leveled me up. Thanks, ghost.
The other character looks significantly less like Elvis than Miriam does like Shinoa.
Alright, that's one side of this place.
Oops. Maybe turn the ice book back on now that you have full MP and are out of hearts.
Perhaps. Exactly as planned.
Skeleton blazes. Learn your lesson.
Meat.
Potions tell you how much they refill. Meat never does. Ooh, I think this might be the area where the shop is. Or at least we're getting close to the area with the shop.
Oh, hey. Robert. No, I'm not. A gate guarder. Problem solved.
I forgot about that.
Yes, a
Excellent.
shopman.
Yeah, there he
Greetings.
is.
Swarthy man of business. Rubber armor?
Rubber. I can only imagine it resists electricity.
Sounds disgusting. Let's never use it. Yeah, now we're talking. Yeah. Extremely hardened for it to be a square.
I forgot about that. It's just this super gross.
By arbitrary numbers of motion. Sell gems back to him for...
Yeah, it only sells gems in this game. Okay. So yes, as in Symphony, they are just vendor trash.
Good.
And I don't think that any games other than Symphony, Harmony, and Ecclesia actually have gems in them. So, yeah.
Good. Casual wear, gloves, shin guards,
Ecclesia,
Lucky Charm. We're ready for sports.
Absolutely prepared for sports. Yes, Order of Ecclesia gems go into jewelry, which has interesting and useful effects.
Ah, damn. Free shin guards.
Oops. And you can't sell them back in this game.
Oh, easy come. Easy come. Wait, is that supposed to be Legion? No, just an ectoplasm. Alright. Going there were the off chance they had made like tiny Legion.
Mini Legion.
Mini Legion, you can call them like Century and be really clever about it. Maybe Cohort.
Why was Legion ever called Grand Flute?
Hold on, let me get a broad picture of where I'm going. Left all the way, then circling back and dropping down. Alright.
Holy crap, Grand Flute actually has... Huh, wow. Grand Falloon is from a fictional religion in a Kurt Vonnegut book, Cat's Cradle. And it actually pretty much means a similar thing as the Biblical Legion. A group of people who affect a shared identity or purpose, but whose mutual association is actually meaningless. I did not expect to find a reference to a Kurt Vonnegut book in Castlevania.
It's been nice that pretty much every dead end has a thing on it, like this chair. What are we gonna do with a chair?
Oh, there is a very pointless side quest in this game. I think that starts somewhere around this area too. Pretty soon after the merchant.
The chair is secret? Well, no, this is where our bestiary is. Okay, it's a collectible. A chair of excellent workmanship. Yeah, pretty much every dead end has had something in it.
I completely forgot about that side quest until you found the chair.
Got down some meddlesome ghosts. No, definitely no. Absolutely no.
I think Knife actually has some pretty decent things on the later books, but not with the Ice book.
Some extensive down that we could be trying to explore.
I believe straight down and to the left is the room that the chair reveals its purpose in. I could be remembering incorrectly, though. Oh, yep, it was. Like that room that you just left. If you go all the way down, you will find the room where the chair occurs.
Good, the chair should occur. Let's furnish. Juice, please, focus.
Yes, Juice's side quest is interior
Just
decorator.
satisfying his own compulsive interior decorating. Oh, look at this nice room. Needs something, though.
I'm pretty sure there is literally no reward to doing this side quest other than seeing the complete room. You just must decorate.
Something is missing. Yes.
And
Juice 18th century man cave. His fop hole.
the fob hole. Perfect. No, I don't believe any of the room items you need to grind for. You just find them all. And thank God for that. But
I hope we find an entire piano and haul it in there.
I think you do.
Get me a harpsichord. Just now for the image of Used traveling through the castle. Ooh, skeleton cave. Nice, but yeah, so Used traveling through the castle, probably getting Max to help him out despite his horrible full body injuries, to just haul a piano down some Dracula stairs.
Juiced room is great, and I love it. Even if it's completely stupid and I don't think I've ever finished it.
Well, now we have a quest. I mean, if it's not even really the Dracula house right now, there's no family obligation to deal with it. Ooh, Skella Spider. Keep backing up, friend. Oh, I can scare you all the way off the edge of the level. Okay.
Oh no, there is not a piano, unfortunately, but there are many
Ankle guard.
things. There are
Step
many other
beyond Shin
things.
Guard. Expect more of the leg. Leg, the foot.
I think Order of Ecclesia Skeleton Cave was even better than this one, and this one is already pretty great.
The place where everything is skeletons. I'm disappointed they didn't somehow include bone candles.
That's one of the things. Order of Ecclesia's Skeleton Cave had bone candles, and it was
Good.
great. I'm pretty sure.
Can the bone spider die? Alright, yes.
It can. It just takes
Slowly.
a while.
Where Dracula digs up all his finest skeletons. Well, remember, bones are living tissue. Immensely dense living tissue, but every bit alive. Bones are people too. Damn.
Double jump strikes again.
All this way for nothing. Cursed lack of a Draculator.
I absolutely love that creepy skull in the background.
A lot of good skulls here in Skull Cave. I mean, look at them. Let them go. Yes! A side table!
It begins.
I'm onto you, weird idle skull that makes thrashing noises when touched. Can't fool me.
On it goes.
Dracula, one of Europe's first paleontologists. Avid collector of many bones. Yeah, we got this great ossuary going on here. Look at these skull walls. I bet these are all archived and itemized somewhere. We're in the bone library. Skeleton ape! We have found Bone Kong!
believe that thing to your right is another furniture item.
Of stag. Tasteful. I mean, is it really right to display it as an ornament if we didn't hunt it ourselves? I mean, that's supposed to be the whole point of a trophy, right? It's a symbol of an accomplishment.
I mean, who is gonna go see the room other than you and maybe
We'll
Max?
see the room.
Maybe
Dracula will see the room.
Do you really care what Dracula thinks of you?
He's a prince. That's just while he was alive. Oh, nothing. I just accused you of being Dracula. Max. Maybe we won't let Max see our new room. Ah, Red Scale.
Yes, Red Scale does not ever truly die.
A blood skeleton. Skeleton
Yes.
composed purely of marrow.
That is what they call it usually. I don't know why it's red in this game. It's not like they're shying away from blood.
You're in Bone Dungeon. Yeah, a gelatin.
I honestly don't remember. Can you duck in this game?
We can duck.
Okay.
Question is, can I remember to duck?
Probably not. Crouching, ducking. Does it really matter? The point is we can lower our hitbox and attack at lower angles. And
You
we need
ever
double
worn
jump to get up.
18th century gentleman's pants? It was a time and a social strata which were not particularly concerned with practicality in their clothing. No, Bible, you get out. You don't belong here. You go on home. You're screwed, Bible. Get out of here.
Behold, an actually good boss fight. Skull Knight is decent, as opposed to the big armor, which was kind of boring.
He gets after images when he maneuvers. Ah, your technique has improved. learned to null space dash. He has mastered the vacuum wave.
Almost.
Third Skelenite, what do you got? One which forsakes the shield entirely.
Behold, lasers.
Bone lasers! Alright, that lasted much longer than I anticipated. We can probably duck under that beam.
Probably, yeah.
Yes, Tangle! Critical wiggling. Yes, we can duck under the beam.
Good.
Be it noted. Perfect.
Goodbye, Skull Knight.
Board me.
At last.
Up. Feathers, the bones of the sky.
Not quite. Birds have bones too.
For landing.
Don't forget to up there.
Distracted by all this excellent bone art.
It's quite excellent art.
There's no further up. Tasteful cap. Still have no idea how to break these. They are a mystery.
I'm not sure.
Sort of masonry whip.
Oops.
There's some kind of mini bone arena? No. Hasn't lasted long enough.
No, it's not.
Just for hell of it. The downside of Ice Fist is that you kind of bounce off of nothing when it ends.
Yeah, it can, it's not ideal for crossing through things. Which is what you wind up primarily using it for, so it's not the best designed attack, even if it is super cool.
Ah, yes, good. I come in as soon as the skeleton apes are there.
Yes. Bone Ape Central.
So how far are you in Harmony?
37% of the map.
Ah, so you are near Drac. No, actually no.
No.
It's a very small
37%.
number I quoted.
37% has meaning. Strange meaning.
I'm sure it does have meaning, but I ain't ever seen meaning.
Well, we're always near Dracula at all times. Dracula
in
is
his
with all
castle.
of us.
Dracula could stand just behind you at all times.
Behind, in front of, above, below, within. Dracula for all directions. Dracula is your peripheral vision.
Okay, that is just dumb.
What?
I was looking at the map there, and I was like, huh, that's a suspicious thing above the save room there. And you just literally need to attack into the ceiling once you have all manner of mobility upgrades to get in there. Just go all the way back to the skeleton cave at the end of the game to get another piece of furniture.
Well, if it's for furniture, then there's no question it will be done.
Furniture is important, Mimi.
Furniture is
Oh,
what
I
separates us from animals.
Do you think Dracula would want to live in a castle without furniture?
He extensively
I
furnishes
don't
his
think
castle.
you should use Dracula as an example of civilization.
But he is like a sweet cape. He's the most civilized man of all of us.
Like someone has not yet made their peace with the Lord of the Night. Now then, we have to go cash in furniture.
Yes, bones are just another material you can do for furniture.
Always furniture.
That's dag. Look at this table.
Why do we have our own room in Dracula Castle, though? That's my big
Juice
question.
just saw it and was inspired.
Yeah, this room was empty when we found it, and we had chairs. And Juice was like, "Oh man, this room."
This room would be
castle-
perfect for that chair I grabbed for some reason.
This castle's gonna break down. You're gonna lose those chairs. I'm sure Dracula just has like a little hut outside you can take instead.
If I were in charge of wrangling this franchise, I would definitely make sure that the used room reappeared in future games as some sort of safe spot.
That would
No
be
matter
awesome.
how hard the castle rearranges itself, it cannot get rid of this tastefully arranged furniture.
That would be super cool, and I'm really sad that it doesn't.
Good old axe armor.
Oh god, does this game still have curse?
Yes.
Apparently.
That sucks.
I
Curse
do not
was-
know whether it is the drain your MP variant of curse or the you cannot attack variant of curse. One of these is much less bad, though still bad.
Yeah, because curse was just awful in Circle of the Moon.
Meanwhile, in this game, your MP
Wait,
isn't that important, so if it was MP, then it wouldn't be so bad. If it was Circle of the Moon curse, then...
Stylish turquoise. Oh, good. Ah, this thing again.
This plant does not seem made to eat man.
Well, it spits skulls at you. It has to have gotten those from somewhere.
Well, we were
Maybe
just in the
it's-
Bonarium.
That is true.
Maybe someone just feeds it skulls instead of man.
It's like the dog plant. Here, just chew on a bone for a while.
And you have to give it round bones to play with. It can't handle tubes. It doesn't have a jaw, it just is like a flower. It's a radially symmetrical orifice. Can't grip things with that, just engulf them.
Okay, you're approaching a warp room right now. You might want to go back up and up a bit. There's a save room that you might want to use first.
Like back in the gray mass off on the right.
Yeah. It's actually just like at the end of that corridor you drop down from, so... That is not an invitation to be reckless.
Be reckless, be destroyed by tiny witches.
Like just
Okay.
after that man-eater is save point, so...
Excellent.
though, to be honest, it's always just been hearts don't do shit with sub-weapons.
Hearts not being health has been a long-standing Castlevania tradition.
I see they at least made the whip look more like an idiot's tool than in Circle of the Moon. Good.
We have Jangle Whip. Loose clothing. Could it be a step beyond casual?
I don't know.
Sort of feel like our equipment isn't all that big a deal in this one. Our raw numbers are not crucial to our survival. Helpful, surely, but... especially now that we have maneuvering tools.
It's mostly true. I think there's, as opposed to Circle of the Moon, I think there are a lot less things that raise your attack power, and I've always cared way more about offense than defense when it comes to numbers, so... And yeah, the Scarecrow, the bottom part of it doesn't actually hurt you at all, so you can just run under them.
I don't think this is going to be effective at protecting your crops, Dracula. For one, you're keeping it in the basement.
In a cave.
You have no crows down here. There, now we can jangle these to death. Bro, wiggling strats. Another warp mouth. Oh, we're over here.
The color's back.
Is Dagger actually good in this game?
It's still Dagger, but some of the books do have some pretty good spells with Dagger.
Some wizard daggers may be better than regular daggers.
Oh god, is this exactly the plot of Circle of the Moon?
This is the revised draft of the plot of Circle of the Moon. They've edited out the grandpa, added a largely unseen lady friend. There's a mirror dimension inside the warp rooms. And he's not figured out that, well, now you know. That's the idea. The warp rooms go to the other layer, the shadow layer.
And that is why 37% is a tiny number. This game has 200% of castle.
So, in Shadow World, we met Spirit Maxim that is infesting the castle, and all of his evils are over there, and meanwhile, regular Maxim is over here. Being a chump.
I thought that was really cool when I played this game. How it does sort of tease that there are two castles by the one with evil Maxim, the save rooms and the warp rooms are all void of color. And there tends to be like more blood and things are more broken down in that castle.
We don't have any poison cures right now, huh?
Really? I thought you picked up one.
Nope. We have Uncurse, we don't have...
We have Uncurse, not Unpoison. Okay. But that they tease that by just inadvertently shunting you around before you've realized what's going on and having crazy Maxim show up, I thought was really cool.
There's anti-venom. A large balloon, which contains multiple regular balloons.
No, the bone cave exists in both castles.
It's just there is regular Bone Cave and Shadow Bone Cave.
The one we visited was Shadow Bone Cave. There's less blood in normal Bone Cave, I
Ah,
think.
yes, Shadow Bone Cave with the
And like those
evil
portraits
skeletons.
are actually portraits instead of holes in the wall that have skulls in them. And stuff like that.
My new band, Shadow Bone Cave.
Yeah, once we actually get to the point where Juiced realizes what's going on, we will have two maps. One for the normal castle, one for the gross castle.
For now, they are combined, as we are presuming castles are in fact one and the same. Now, does our furniture room only exist in one of the castles, or does it transcend dimensions?
I think the furniture room transcends dimensions.
Yes! It's canon!
Poison fucks you up bad in this game.
Yeah, poison has been made a deal. Ah, the Dissonance Chapel. See, furniture doesn't have a soul for Dracula to corrupt.
Interior decorating is pure and beautiful.
Are you sure Dracula seems like the kind of man to probably just, despite you, just throw a bunch of actual shit on your furniture?
Yes, but it doesn't have a soul to corrupt. It's just furniture that's been dirtied. It can be cleaned. That's what the help is for.
What hell, Dark Skeleton?
The help.
You get a room in Dracula's castle and then you steal his help. You don't even pay the rent, Bloom. What are you doing? Just mooching off a poor, innocent man like Dracula here.
Used as fulfilling his dream of being an interior decorator.
That's some nice stained glass.
All of you people talking
Love when
about the
these things
horrible...
get provoked into throwing objects into the wall. Or just gently depositing them on the roof.
Oops. Bye-bye, spear.
I don't need this anymore. Loose clothing is slightly better than the casual one.
It's like even more casual.
I'll be wearing these cloaks.
Yeah, the cloaks are pretty
Can I
good.
wear multiple cloaks? Yes.
I don't think so. Oh, you
I could
can.
wear nothing but cloaks.
That is excellent.
Yes! Excellent. Perfect.
Why is that
Use
a good
the
idea?
bathrobe Belmont.
Why is
Wow,
that
our
the
after
most-
image is red now!
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if you could wear multiple cloaks, because they change your after image color. What happens if you wear a red cloak and a green cloak at the same time?
Science must occur. We have a gray, we have a green. Red is taking priority. It's probably whichever one is in the highest
It's the
slot.
I see. Oh well.
Or no, or like maybe there's like a tier list somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
probably whichever one gives the best defense, and that's the Crimson Cloak.
3 crimson cloaks on top of our casual clothing. A menacing eyeball. And no way for us to reach it.
The pain is, though, that your after image has changed color, but the outline around your sprite is still blue.
Real shame.
Oh, that's really mean that they just... Here's this whole big area, there's nothing at the end of it. Haha.
Oh, we found the knowledge that we can wear 3 cloaks on top of each other.
A reward all its own.
You son of a bitch, game! Alright, X. I can wait all day.
Yeah, a lot of the sub-weapons have great spells with books that aren't ice. Ice is just the worst book. Like, the only good ice spells are Cross and Fist. And Book. No matter how much you don't like the Bible, it has a good spell.
Wonder how just fucking hot Just is wearing 3 cloaks. 3 entire cloaks.
Well, did anyone catch what season it's supposed to be for this one?
I don't know.
Did they
I
give
mean,
them all?
you are right now in the sky.
Going
Yeah.
by...
All these animated backgrounds, great improvement. Look
Yeah,
great.
they are. And even when things get smaller in Aria of Sorrow, they still keep these great backgrounds. It's very nice.
Yeah, maybe they're made of very light material. They ventilate well.
I mean, yeah, just going by Maxim's clothes, it can't be that cold, because he doesn't wear sleeves.
Well, he's also been corrupted by Dracula, so who knows?
Point.
Dracula has air conditioning. Oh, this is a trinket.
Double trinkets. I believe that down and to your right, the door that is not a boss door is a save point, if I'm reading this map right.
We need to collect more of these tacky decorative candles. Tell me more of things that candlelight will do.
That door is boss door, but further down, and also to the right, is a save point.
Convenient. Ah, hello. Devil!
Hello.
Okay, it's, I don't know what Curse does, because...
Oh, that's right, Curse in this game is juiced becomes hideously slow.
Oh, we can't...
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, it prevents you from dashing. That's just a bad thing to have happen to you, but not absolutely crippling.
It also does not seem to, like, have you cursed for as long as Circle of the Moon,
Yeah, that
so
didn't
it's
last
not...
nearly as long as Circle of the Moon cursing.
Circle of the Moon, I once went through half an entire late game area before my curse wore off. This is 10 seconds. This is way better.
That is... Ice Fist is definitely proving its worth in mobility, even while cursed.
5 cloaks are proving their worth in mobility.
5 cloaks are proving their worth in keeping you alive.
Yeah,
I
large
would
potion.
not waste the elixir.
These are bosses where I feel like I have the luxury of trying to damage race them when I get tired of dodging. These are bosses where you can dodge! In case you don't think you can take a lot of damage.
Yeah, Circle of the Moon's weakest parts are its boss fights.
Yeah,
There have also been more boss fights.
This seems a lot more fun of a boss fight than Dracula Form 2 at least.
Yeah, I think the one exception Circle of the Moon boss fight was Dracula Form 1. Wasn't that bad. It was a pretty good Dracula
Even then, it was
fight.
kind of mediocre. It wasn't elaborate at all. It was just, hey, you wanna fight a Dracula? Here he is.
Here's some bats, he can dodge everything. He's easy as shit.
He's gonna shoot bats at you. Oh boy, it's Dracula.
Yeah, I don't know how I ever got through Circle of the Moon forever ago. I guess the card system just made up for a lot back then for me.
I mean, I think there's some neat stuff in there, it just doesn't really hold up well.
I definitely don't remember thinking Harmony of Dissonance was this much better than Circle of the Moon until seeing them compared so starkly, one after the other.
Alright, there we go. Devil solved. Red orb. Oh, there's what? I got equipment for that? Great, now you can be a nerd.
It doesn't even boost your intelligence by that much.
Compared to the 7 cloaks we're wearing. Gears. Like me some gears. Don't like me some harpies. Let's leave. Ruler sword!
Yes!
Okay.
Ruler sword is kind of scary.
A
Until you
cloud
realize,
of garbage!
I'm pretty sure that like all of those weapons die pretty quick.
Oh, and this is why you need glasses.
Yeah, I forgot about this area. They really should have made that a relic.
A hint card. As of the goddess statue, point to a hidden passage.
Chaos ring.
A chaos ring.
I wonder what it does in this game. I don't remember a chaos ring from this game, just the one in Aria of Sorrow and Dawn of Sorrow that is infinite MP,
Proves holy water.
That's just weird. Why is it called the Chaos Ring? I mean, holy water is a good sub-weapon in this this game. Just once you get a non-ice book, because ice holy water is garbage. But that's just weird.
Dragons. That's a pretty good fish, man.
Oh yeah.
Who put legs on this poor thing?
I don't know, he seems to be having a good time.
He
I
looks like
blame
he
God.
could fall over and just rupture his throat any seconds.
Please do not confuse a fishman or a merman. The
Very
distinction
different.
is quite real.
Oh yeah, one
very
doesn't have
rude.
a giant throat.
Very rude to confuse one for the other. Please respect the differences between members of the aquatic community. Good. A saving orb.
Ah, yeah. I was just about to figure out that that was there. I didn't
Just about to figure out. So there we go. That is a good first leg of Draculhour.
Did it, Loon? You
Yeah,
they got
probably
the
better to
furniture.
do it in